everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the iconic modern game show about guts, nerve, and knowledge, where players can win and feel like $1,000,000. This is our special episode for tonight because today is the late host Regis Philbin's birthday. It's a tremendous occasion for him to have hosted Millionaire for all these years from 1999 up until 2002, briefly for Super Millionaire, then the 10th anniversary celebration, so we owe it to the late host for making Millionaire the way it is. And for our first contestant on the special celebration, let's introduce Rubicant! Welcome aboard, how are you?
Nervous?
Well, I'm not Regis, just so you know. But anything you want to say about yourself?
I know. I'm hoping that this time I can break the curse of the $500,000 question.
Hopefully, if you know from our live streams on Twitch, you know that Rubicant has made it to the $500,000 questions before, has not made it past that point either by walking away or getting them wrong, likely the latter, but hopefully we can break that streak of unluckiness tonight.
Yeah.
So you ready to go?
I am.
So here are the rules. You are now just 15 questions away from winning $1 million, and here's how we do it. The more questions you get right, the more money you win. But you don't have to decide whether to play on until after you've seen the question and the 4 possible answers. Meaning at any time during the game, you can walk away and keep what you've won. If you choose to answer the next question and give me a wrong answer, the game is over and you lose the money you've won down to the last safety net, which means you could go home empty-handed. Make it past question 5, however, and you are guaranteed to keep $1,000. Make it past question 10, and you're guaranteed to keep $32,000. But we want you to go for that elusive million this time, so we're giving you 3 lifelines. They are 50-50, ask the audience, and phone a friend. And everyone here's your friend tonight. You ready to go?
I am.
Audience, are you ready? Alright, let's play Millionaire! This is the first question. They start pretty easy, but here it is for $100. The external device that moves a computer's cursor is named after which rodent? Mouse, rat, squirrel, chipmunk.
It's a mouse. A. Final answer.
Mouse is right for $100. Next question for $200. According to myth, what did Pandora open? A can of beans, the door, a box, a letter.
The actual correct answer is not on here because in the original myth she opened a jar, but thanks to a bunch of bad translations, she opened a box. C. Final answer.
Usually like being correct on the show, but anyways, you got it for $200. Next question for $300. To type a letter or sentence, a computer user would use what kind of program? Spreadsheet maker, web browser, word processor, food processor.
I'd be interested to try and type something up with a food processor, but C. Word processor. Final answer.
That's right for $300. A word processor, aka Word or something like that. Next question for $500.
Yeah.
Who starred as Dorothy in the movie The Wizard of Oz? Billy Burke, Judy Garland, Elizabeth Taylor, Ginger Rogers.
Dorothy was the immortal Julie Garland. B. Final answer.
Judy Garland is right for $500. Next question for $1,000. Which of the following is a type of nut and not a member state of the United Nations? Malaysia, Macadamia, Mauritania, Mongolia.
They're excellent in cookies with white chocolate. B. Macadamia. Final answer.
I don't have them, but you're right for $100. $1,000, sorry. That money is not yours to keep if you get a question wrong. The next question is for $2,000. In 1994, Nelson Mandela was elected president of which country? Kenya, Zambia, Zimbabwe, South Africa.
He was the first post-apartheid president of D. South Africa.
Final answer?
Final answer. Final answer.
That's right, for 2000! President of South Africa at the time. Now you can take the money and go home anytime you want if you're afraid, but the next question is for 4000. Since color animation, Mickey Mouse traditionally wears what color shorts? Red, yellow, green, blue.
Mickey Mouse, unless I am sorely mistaken, wears iconic red shorts. A, final answer.
I had someone mix that up once because the yellow on his shorts was mixing with real color because they were yellow buttons. But you're right for 4000. The next question is for $8,000. Which of the following is not a regular character on the animated TV series South Park? Cartman, Chef, Kenny, Napoleon.
That would be D, Napoleon, final answer.
You had $4,000. You've won $8,000 now. Continuing up the ladder, all three left is intact. Next question for 16,000. What was invented by Mr. Otis in 1852? Escalator, elevator, skyscraper, parachute.
Elisha Otis invented the elevator. B, final answer.
You're right, it was the Otis elevator. The second safety was in reach for $32,000. Here we go. How does an opossum defend itself when attacked by predators? I think you know this one. Here we go. Buries its head in the sand. Extends its spines. Spits poison. Pretends to be dead.
When you play possum, you pretend to be dead. D, final answer.
You had $16,000 going into this question, risking $15,000 of it, and you are right for $32,000. You pretend to be dead. The next question is for $64,000. We are at the final five. Which scale is used to test whether garden soil is acid, neutral, or alkaline? Mercalli scale, Richter scale, pH scale, Lime scale.
It runs from 0 to 14. Acid or alkaline is on the pH scale. C, final answer.
You're right, it's the pH scale! The next question is for $125,000. All three lifelines still intact. In a standard deck of playing cards, every king holds a sword except the king of diamonds, who is shown with a what? Battle axe, red rose, chalice, scepter. Remember, if you need help, you have your lifelines.
Yeah.
Your call.
Trying to picture it in my head right now.
Take your time. Time is on your side.
Yeah.
But whether or not your mind's on your side is another story.
Yeah, that's always a question. I'm gonna actually poll the audience on this one, see what they think.
Final decision?
Yes.
Audience, we need your help. Here is the question. In a standard deck of playing cards, every king holds a sword except the king of diamonds, who is shown with a what? Battle axe is A, red rose is B, chalice is C, scepter is D. If you are ready, vote now. 9 say a battle axe, 4 say a red rose, 1 says a chalice, and 3 say a scepter. What do you think?
I think I'm just gonna trust my friends on this one.
Okay.
Let's go with a battle axe. Final answer. A.
So here's a funny thing. Jimmy Kimmel got this question once on the recent version of Millionaire. It was on episode 12, I think. And the contestant was asked the host. Well, it was asked the host. So he had to take a guess. Now, having him grow up in Las Vegas is a big thing because he's around a lot of cards. His guess was a battle axe. Your guess was it too. And both of you were right!
Alright! I owe you guys.
3 more questions. Next question for $250,000. Whose image is on the penny black, the world's first postage stamp? Queen Victoria, George Washington, Julius Caesar, Benjamin Franklin. 2 lifelines left.
Yeah. Pretty sure the world's first postage stamp was in Britain. And since in Britain everything is the monarch, there's only one British monarch on there. I'd say I'm 80% sure the first postage stamp was in Britain. But 80% is enough for me to go for it. I'm going to say A, Queen Victoria, final answer. Oh, if it'll let me click on it. There we go.
$250,000 is what you're going for. You now have $250,000!
Yes! Okay.
Alright. This is where you picked up before. Many times. Twice. Let's get past this one. $500,000!
I'm hoping.
On Sesame Street, the feathers on the Big Bird costume, excluding the tail, are from what bird? Turkey, duck, pheasant, goose.
Oh my god.
There's 2 lifelines left. You can use them if you wish.
Yeah, let's go ahead and immediately use that 50-50.
Alright, computer, please remove 2 wrong answers. Turkey or goose? The last lifeline if you wish to. Your call. This is for $500,000. You've been here twice before.
I could walk away, but what's the fun in that?
Well, the risk is $218,000. That's what's at stake.
Yeah.
Think about it carefully. You can also phone a friend.
I have never... I mean, goose feathers you use for a ton of stuff. You use them to stuff pillows, beds, mattresses. I've never heard anything about turkey feathers being used for anything like that. So, based on that...
Want to phone a friend? Up to you.
My gut, I know. I'd like to save the phone a friend in case I need it.
Think about it carefully.
Let's go with it.
Okay,
I'm going to say D, goose. Final answer.
You had $250,000 going for goose, used a 50-50. You've been here twice, missed it twice. Went for a 3rd time, and you missed it a 3rd time. Turkey was the answer. I am so sorry. You're back on the first house.
It's okay.
Thanks for playing. Alright, we'll have more Millionaire right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Millionaire. It's time to introduce a new player. Let's introduce rather, our newest player, Kaiwind. Welcome aboard. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Anything to say about yourself?
I'm a streaming dragon. I stream every Thursday, like today. And I'm here to win $1 million.
Hope you win it. Hope it happens on Regis' birthday. So, you know about the rules, you know about the lifeline, so let's begin the game.
Alright.
Question number 1 for $100. Which word refers to the after effects of drinking too much alcohol? Pushover. Hangover. Turnover. Walkover.
Turnovers are really tasty, but I'm very final answer B.
That's right for $100.
Hangover.
Jinx, next question for 200. In the famous novel, what sort of creature is Moby Dick? Shark. Whale. Dolphin. Giant squid.
I definitely know he's not a shark, so he's a whale. B, final answer.
Right again for $200, the giant whale. Next question for 300. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho depicts a famous murder that takes place where? In the kitchen. In the woods. In the shower. On Mount Rushmore.
I'm pretty sure this is in the shower. C, final answer.
Right for $300. In the shower, the famous murder scene. Which has also a funny thing. They were not allowed to see the movie after it started because of fear of missing that. Next question for 500. Which Tsar of Russia was known as the Terrible? Ivan. Peter. Nicholas. Paul.
Out of all those names, the only one sounds Russian. It's Ivan the Terrible. A, final answer. Whoop, not C, A. Come on, I want A.
Careful. There you go.
There we go.
It deselected.
A, there we go. Final answer.
That's
Ivan.
right for all that for $500. You're right. Next question for 1,000. What is the popular name for the first Volkswagen model of car? Beetle. Spider. Bubble. Cockroach.
Cockroach would be really funny, but I know my Beetles, it's the Beetle. Volkswagen Beetle.
Final
answer.
punch buggy, no punch back. You're right. Going for 2,000 now. What was Bob Barker's profession before he became a TV game show host? Doctor. Dietitian. Radio show host. Deli owner.
Ooh, that I'm not sure. I know he definitely wasn't a doctor because he wouldn't be losing all that money. His voice sounds more like a radio show host. You know, I'm gonna use 50-50, my lifeline.
Final decision?
Yes.
Computer? Take away 2 wrong answers. Radio show host or deli owner?
Alright, with the radio show host, I'm absolutely sure. Final answer, C.
I mean, makes sense.
Come on,
because
deli.
you're right.
Yes! I should have went my gut the first time, but I wanted to be sure.
It helps make sure, but you're down a lifeline. Next question for 4,000. Which of the following directors is known for making cameo appearances in every one of his movies? George Lucas. Sidney Pollack. Steven Spielberg. Alfred Hitchcock.
I've seen a lot of movies, and it always has been Albert Hitchcock. D, final answer.
Hey, we were just talking about him. And you're right! For 4,000!
Woohoo!
8,000 up next, almost halfway there. What kind of weapon is a musket? Sword? Gun? Dagger? Spear?
If a musket was a sword, that'd be funny. But I know for a fact muskets are guns. B, final answer.
I did a lot of Civil War reenacting back in the day. Being a northerner on that side, I dressed up with the Union outfit and stuff like that, and a musket is a gun! You got it!
Woohoo!
Going for 16 grand now. The man-made insecticide DDT nearly drove which bird to extinction in the US? Piping plover, bald eagle, California condor, whooping crane.
Ooh.
Think about it carefully.
Well, I've never heard of a piping plover, so I'm pretty sure it's not it. California condor, no. The bald eagle, possibly, but that whooping crane.
You also have lifelines, right?
Let's pull the audience.
Final?
Final answer. Yep, final.
Alright, audience, here we go again. The man-made insecticide DDT nearly drove which bird to extinction in the US? Piping plover, bald eagle, California condor, or whooping crane? On your keypads, vote now.
Come on, everybody, don't do me wrong.
Alright, bald eagle's in the lead with 7, piping plover's behind at 5, 1 for California condor and 2 for whooping crane. Your call.
Well, my gut says bald eagle. Final answer. Come on, money.
Money is what you want, and money is what you got for 16,000. The bald eagle.
Woohoo! Yes.
Thank God it came back.
All right.
And funny thing, we saw a bald eagle near my area last time. I think about a few months ago. Pretty cool thing. Next question for 32,000. Which ball game is played on the largest playing field? Polo, football, rugby, baseball.
Okay, well, this is the easy one because polo, you have to use horses. And you need a pretty big field to be playing around, running around with horses on it. So I'm gonna go A, but not A. A. Come on, you. A, not C. A. Final answer. Polo.
No horseplay about it. You're all right.
Yes.
$64,000 question up next. What relation is cartoon dog Scrappy-Doo to Scooby-Doo? Brother, son, father, nephew.
Scrappy-Doo is Scooby-Doo's nephew. D. Final answer. I am a big Scooby fan.
Pays to have that in. You're right. $125,000 question is next. Question number 12. What does the letter S stand for in the financial abbreviation FTSE? Share, savings, stock, symbol.
I have no idea what the heck FTS is. I'm gonna hope my friend Secret Squirrel has the answer.
They've been called a lot. Let's see if we can call mine now.
I'm gonna call Secret.
G.
Hello, it's GSGenesis calling from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. How are you?
Oh, doing great, Genesis.
This is your first time on the YouTube series anyway, so hope you can help Kai out with a question for $125,000. In a moment, Kyle will read you the question and the 4 possible answers, and you have 30 seconds to help him. And the time allotted includes reading the question and the answers. It won't take a lot of time. You ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, 30 seconds on the clock. It starts right now. Good luck.
What does the letter S stand for in the financial abbreviation of FTSE? A. Shares. B. Savings. C. Stock. Or D. Symbol.
Let's see. FTSC, it sounds like Financial Times stock something. I think it's stock.
Stock? Alright.
Second choice, yeah, second choice would be share, but I would go with stock.
Thank you very much. I will go with... I'm going to take his suggestion. He's a very smart squirrel. And I'll go C. Stock. Final answer.
Hopefully his phone bills don't go because of all the times we've called him. And because of that, you're right!
Whoa, yes. Thank you, Secret!
$250,000 up next. We get farther than the million. Which of the following U.S. states' flag is not a rectangle? Hawaii, Ohio, Arizona, Mississippi.
I'm bad with geography, but I know Arizona is definitely a rectangle.
You have no lifelines left. If you go for this and miss, you'll lose $93,000. Your call.
Hawaii, Ohio, Mississippi. I have absolutely no idea. I will walk away.
$105,000. Now, if you had to take a guess, what would you have said?
I would probably went with A, Hawaii.
Hawaii was wrong. The answer is Ohio. It is shaped like a pendant.
Whew, glad I took some money and went.
You still have the $125,000. Thank you for playing. We'll be back with more Millionaire after this.
Bye, everybody.
Welcome back to Millionaire. It's time to introduce a new player for the YouTube series. Let's introduce B-Nookie. Welcome aboard. Anything you want to say?
Hi, Genesis. Well, normally I'm a raccoon, but I am taking a turn as my German Shepherd persona, Maul Sheppy.
Interesting, very interesting. We had a lot on the show. But that's okay. Anyways, you ready to play?
I'm ready.
Let's have at it. Question 1. In Disney's Cinderella, what did Cinderella leave behind while running from the ball? Ruby slipper, glass slipper, boot, sneaker.
Well, in modern interpretations, she would leave behind a sneaker, but I'm some wonder that it didn't break under her weight. From all that running, the answer is B, glass slipper. Final answer.
Right for $100. Next question for $200. Who was the author of Poor Richard's Almanac? Richard Scarry, Charles Dickens, Pat Nixon, Benjamin Franklin.
Well, since he's literally one of the founding fathers, and the answer is D, Benjamin Franklin. Final answer.
One of the only few who's gotten that right for $200. Next question for $300. A jokey apron featured the exclamation "Holy guacamole" and the image of a halo above what food? Grape, tomato, cucumber, or avocado?
I love guacamole. The answer is D, avocado. Final answer.
Right for $300. Next question for $5. Which of these is not found on a koala bear? Tail, thick fur, hairy ears, sharp claws.
You know what? I don't think a koala actually has a tail, so I'm gonna say A, tail. Final answer. I meant, yeah. Tail, final
It
answer.
happens. You're right for $500. Next question for $1,000. What coin was used in the name of early amusement arcades? Quarter, dime, penny, $half.
Oof.
Think about it carefully. You have 3 lifelines to help you if you need it.
I will actually use a 50-50. I'm not sure about this.
Computer, subtract 2 wrong answers. Penny or $half?
You know what? I will go for it, and I will say C, penny, final answer.
Right for $1,000. Penny amusement arcade.
Whew.
Or penny arcade, however you call it.
That was close.
Very close. PAX is also the full name, Penny Arcade Expo. Next question.
Oh,
for
okay.
2000. Neil deGrasse Tyson's Twitter account has what accurate one-word bio? Astrophysicist, judge, quarterback, proctologist.
The answer is A, astrophysicist, final answer. And he's very good at it.
Yes, and you're right for 2000. You're good at this. Going for $4,000 now. Which tool did Thor, the Norse god of thunder, carry with him? Plunger, trowel, wrench, hammer.
Well, considering that we had a big summer movie called Thor: Love and Thunder, he didn't really carry it with him this time because his love interest inherited the position of the mighty Thor, and she carried the hammer Mjolnir. The answer is D, hammer. Final answer.
Big explanation there. Sure you know about this?
Pretty sure.
You're right. $8,000 question coming up. Which controversial animated show was created by Matt Stone and Trey Parker? Beavis and Butthead, The Simpsons, South Park, Ren and Stimpy.
And still considered to be controversial to this day. The answer is C, South Park. Final answer.
You had $4,000. You've now doubled it to $8,000. $16,000 on the line now. Going for it next. Ginger, Rocky, and Fletcher the Rat live on whose farm in the movie Chicken Run? Sylvester's, Tweety's, Foghorns, Wallace's.
Oh, I love Chicken Run. That's a really good movie. The answer, they were stuck on Tweety's farm. B, Tweety's. Final answer.
I'll try to do my best impression with Chris Turnstile. No chicken escapes from Tweety's farm, you alright! Probably the goofiest thing I've ever done in the show. Next question for 32,000. Which religion has the most gods? Judaism, Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism.
If only I should have used my... Yeah. You know what? I kind of have an idea, but I want to make sure. I'm going to ask the audience.
Final,
yes.
Audience, we need your help again. Which religion has the most gods? A, Judaism, B, Hinduism, C, Islam, or D, Buddhism? All vote now.
Just hit me.
Alright, most of them say Hinduism. What do you think?
Yeah. It just hit me. Because considering that Buddhism is Buddha, Judaism is yeah, Hinduism has the most gods. It's B, final answer.
Helps make sure in the show, and you are right for 32,000. 64,000 now. Which of these was an English coin taken out of circulation in the 17th century? Greet. Groat. Great. Grit.
I have one lifeline left, and if I get this wrong, I don't really lose anything.
Nope, you don't. But the game ends.
So I'm gonna take a free guess here. I'm kind of feeling that it might be B. Groat. I am going to go with my gut and say B. Groat. Final answer. Final answer.
Alright, going for Groat. Everything else was something different. You are right!
Whew.
125,000 questions next. Which prince kisses and awakens Sleeping Beauty in the Walt Disney movie? Prince Philip. Prince Charles. Prince William. Prince Harry.
Now, growing up, Sleeping Beauty was one of my favorite Disney films, and I could almost recite it note for note. And I grew up thinking that he was probably the coolest prince ever because he slayed the dragon. The answer is A, Prince Philip. Final answer.
You had $64,000. You've now got $125,000. Big numbers tonight. Next question for $250,000. You have one lifeline left. Try and save it if unless you need it.
Okay.
Which of the following colors is not the name of a sea? Red, topaz, coral, white.
I'm torn. I know two of them. It's not red or coral.
Think about it
You know
carefully.
what? I am going to use my last lifeline and phone a friend.
Who do you want to call?
I will call Neko Mimi Genie, please.
Let's get him on the line. Hello, it's GSGenesis calling from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. How are you?
Oh, hey Genesis, I'm fine.
Excellent. So your friend B-Nookie's going for $250,000. He needs your help. In a moment, you read you the question and the 4 answers. 30 seconds to help him. Got it?
Got it.
All right. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right.
I'm
the
ready.
next voice
I'm
you
ready.
hear will be B's. You have 30 seconds, and the clock starts right now.
Which of the following colors is not the name of a sea? Red, topaz, coral, or white?
I would say coral. Not 100% sure, but coral seems good.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Time is up. Big question is, are you willing to go for it? You lose 93,000 if you get this wrong.
I'm pretty sure, though, that there is a coral sea. I'm actually, you know what? I will actually walk.
You're walking away again. Now, what would you have to guess?
Final decision.
Now, what did you think?
I'm torn between topaz and white, so I'm gonna say topaz.
Topaz would have been correct.
Oh
But you
wow.
still have 125,000. Thank you for playing.
No problem.
And we're out of time. So we got pretty close this time on Millionaire. Again, a $500,000 question got it wrong, then $225,000 winners. We'll see you next time on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?